The exercise we're going to go over in today's video is going to look very similar to the last exercise video. But when you do it with today's variations, it's going to be very, very different. The challenges are going to be different, and it's a lot harder for stabilization, which means it's going to benefit your stabilization in that stroke affected side so much more.
Hi, I'm Sandy Coons.
And I'm Peter Coons. The three things we do on this channel are body mechanics, mobility training, and carnivore diet, all specialized for stroke recovery. Full disclaimer, we are not medical professionals and nothing we say on this channel should be considered medical advice.
Hi, so for this video,
it's very similar to foot slides, except your foot's going to be on a ball.
Yeah, so right now we have, this is just a little
mini
basketball.
It doesn't have to be that small. It could be a regular basketball, soccer ball,
yeah,
dodgeball.
Yeah, any of those will work. We're having this, so I'm just going to put that right here, and with my affected leg, then we're going to put it here. I'm going to move back this a little bit.
For this exercise, unlike in the last video, it's probably a better idea if you can do it on a carpet or some sort of flooring or a ground where the ball is going to grip a little bit better instead of slide around the ground. We're doing this demonstration in our kitchen today because the kids are home and the dogs are home, and this is what we got.
Yeah, but basically you're going to do, I'm starting to where my foot or my leg is straight, and again my knee is always wants to put like in, so I'm just want to pull it so that it's still, I can see it still goes
in
just a little bit, but this is
a good example of it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
It just has to be close.
So my foot is pretty straight. It's not perfect, but I think it's doing okay. And
her heel right now is on the ball.
Yeah.
So that when she pulls it in, then it will roll up to the ball of her foot into the toes.
Yeah. And really what this this exercise does, where I feel it, is in my my thighs. And even more than that, it's helping on your stability.
This is huge with stability. Pretty much all the exercises help with stability, but this one is a major emphasis on stability, as opposed to strength outright.
Right.
Every time you're doing a resistance exercise, lifting weights, or doing anything like what we're doing today, then your muscles are lifting and they're stabilizing. Doing anything on a ball, the vast emphasis is on stabilizing.
Yeah. And one thing with this, you're going to go really slow, okay? Because if you were just doing this and doing that, that is not going to help anything. And I know there's probably a lot, like with a physical therapist or something, that's just like, just go ahead and, do it, and
do
this is, good job. Like, no, it does nothing, okay? And so you're going to get the ball slowly.
And if you can't do that yet, that's okay. Go back to our last exercise video with foot slides and focus on those exercises, those variations.
Yeah.
And those, after a while, will get you to where you can do these.
Yeah. So
that's variation number one with a small ball.
Yeah.
And now,
same thing, you're straight. Make sure that your elbow, your knee, it's my knee. So I'm always having to look at the knee and say, okay, what's, where is
The alignment.
Alignment.
Is it in? Is it there? Does she need to pull it out? Same thing with the ankle.
Yeah. So that I think is pretty good. Again, it's not perfect, but I think it's pretty good.
Notice how much time Sonia is taking to just kind of take an internal inventory of how her body is, how it's aligned, how balanced she is, and how ready she is before she does the actual exercise.
Yeah.
She gets to a certain point and then you notice a bunch of wobble and then she pauses for a second. She's good enough at it that it all kind of goes back and forth really quickly between getting to the extra wobble and then stabilizing it. But she's stable right there. It gets more wobbly. And then she stabilized it before she kept rolling the ball. She's making sure that her leg, her knee, her ankle, and her placement of her foot on the ball are all as stable as they can be before continuing the movement.
Then one more.
Really good breathing.
All right, so that is your hips. For me, it's all about my hips.
So you're saying the size of the ball doing essentially the exact same exercise, but on a small ball or a big ball, it practically turns into a totally different exercise.
Yeah, it is. Because if you think about like if a person with no symptom, no, and they can probably go in the gym and have either a large ball or a small ball and do the same exercise, and it's gonna change like the muscle, but they can just say it's basically you're doing the same thing.
It's really just a variation so people don't get more bored. In most cases, that's why most people would change it up, is just for variety.
Right. But when you're having a stroke, very different. It's very different. Okay, this and the small ball, it's like having is two different exercises. Because the brain doesn't have that, like your whole uh, muscular system is not everything is working. Not everything, the whole, you go into your house and turn on a light and all the lights come on, and that's great. But with people like me, the people who had a stroke, you turn it on and this, the living room is fine. The dining room is like goes off and on. It doesn't.
Nothing's happening in the kitchen at all. And that's Sonia's nervous system.
So you just have to do everything a little bit different because of your leg, you have to have this the bigger ball and then a smaller ball and then no ball at all. You have to do the same thing, but it's
in
not
a variety
in variety different ways just to get to the whole muscle. Like on the smaller ball, you did it and you feel it on your hips, and that's great. On the other one, I didn't feel it on my hip at all. So it's just you have to basically go a little bit deeper than the normal person, because you have to go back and say, okay, how am I gonna, focus on this, and how am I gonna focus on this, and how am I going to focus that, and then when you have all of it together, then you're having that one movement.
So you're saturating every variation or a variety of variations, maybe not every single one, but a variety of variations for each movement to make sure that all the areas of the muscle and muscle group and everything that needs to be working is working correctly.
Right.
That's a big part of the approach. Is there's no such thing as just one way to do every exercise, because you need to hunt down any possible areas where your body's not responding correctly,
Yeah.
so you can train it to work the way you want them to.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think
I
that's
think
it.
that's pretty much
Yeah.
it. Really good exercise.
All right.
All right, you guys are awesome. You
I'll see
rock.
you guys next time. Mwah.
Bye bye. That should be the thumbnail.
That's